Hey guys, Handy Andy here. So just a quick video. I saw somebody posting about getting their credit fixed, and you guys are probably wondering, who's Andy? Who is this guy? Even for me as an HVAC technician, as somebody in society, it's important to have good credit. Once you get to a certain age and you want to start accessing certain things like homes or cars, different things that require credit, like even getting a cell phone with like Verizon or something like that, for example. A good credit score says that you're dependable, right? So just a quick video on what is good to do with credit cards. People most of the time want to stay away from them because us as a society, we're brought up by our parents and we learn finances through our parents. So most of our parents, at least for mine, ran up credit card bills and did away with them. They never really liked to practice using credit because they didn't learn it as much. But it's just it all just comes from the way you see it, right? You need to see it as like a debit card. If you only have $1,000 in your checking account with your debit card, you want to only spend that amount in your credit card. You don't want to go over. And there's also something that I saw right now that said something about don't spend more than 30%. You want to keep it under 30%. So anything under that is good by the statement date, though. So you have to know, excuse me here, I had something in my eye. You have to know when your statement date is. If you don't know when your statement date is, figure that out. It's very important. It's more important, I think, than your due date, right? So by the statement date, you want to have 29 or under 30%, 29% or lower, right? Anything below that is good. Okay, so what I do, I spend about $2,000 a month, average $1,500 to $2,000 a month in monthly regular expenses. I try to put most of those on my credit card right now because I'm just starting off with barely getting used to credit and using it. Didn't use it the best before, right? Didn't care for it. I have a credit limit of $300 on my credit card, but I spend like about $1,500 to $2,000 a month on it sometimes, right? And you're probably wondering, how is that? So what I do is I spend the limit, $300, pay it off, and then with Bank of America Cash Rewards card, it automatically lets me pay. So lets me use it again. Let's say I have like a balance of $250 and I'm gonna spend like $80 at the grocery store. I just pay it the $250 off, and then right there instantly, somehow I like that I can use it and pay my credit card and get some rewards back with the cash back and groceries with Bank of America Cash Rewards card, right? So but what I do is my due date is on the 3rd of every month, but my statement cycle, when the cash reward card reports to the credit agencies, is on the 6th. So on that date, I keep it under 29%, even 0%. So like I'll have a negative balance, right? I'll pay more than what by that day. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, 2-3 days, sometimes business days, to adjust your balance, right? So I try to at least by the 3rd, which was 2 days ago, I tried to have it anywhere under $29, 29%, right? Whatever that may be. If you have a higher credit limit, Just get the percentage of whatever your credit limit is, and by the statement date, have it under 29%, and it'll report better to your credit score, right? To the credit bureaus. So after your statement date, which is mine for the 6th, on the 7th I can start using it again and have a balance on that day higher than 29% of my credit limit, right? So I don't have the number right now, but it's not a high number. I mean, I think it's like $87 for my $20 or $87 and lower. So by the statement date, I know it's kind of hard, and it's work, right? But it's rewarding to have to report every month 29% or lower, right? So don't think if you have a credit limit of 1,000, you can only spend 200, and you can only spend 29% in that month. No, so 29% of 1,000, I believe, is $290, right? Or 29% of 100 credit limit is $29, right? So if your credit limit is $100 on a credit card, which is usually not really ever, I think, a credit limit, but it may be, who knows, keep it $29 or lower by the statement date, right? So you can have a balance of 15, 10, because 10 is of $10 balance of $100 is 10%, 12, So just as an example, keep it under 29% by the statement date. So if you don't know, call your bank, go into your app. It should tell you every statement that you have should have a date on it, and that whatever that date on the statement is, that's what your statement date is, and that's what you want to pay attention to keep it at a certain balance, whatever the balance may be, depending on the percentage, 29% or lower. All right, handy Andy, guys. Catch you guys later. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so please leave some feedback in the comment section below. Please like the video also and share with a friend, and let me know if you guys have any video ideas you'd like for me to make.